Hey, it's Heba. So today I had the idea to do a reading on what is it time for right now in your life. I have my Scrabble letters, and basically I'm going to pull some letters, and if these letters relate to you, then this reading is kind of like extra confirmation that it's for you, but also see how it resonates. So I have an N, two N's, I have an E, I have an O, Y, and I also got the blank one, and it's a yellow empty square. So if these are all related to like your name, a name of someone that you care about, first name, last name, a month, a pet's name, anything like that, if any of those numbers kind of like really jump out at you, I would say it's just extra confirmation that this reading might be for you. So I think it's really interesting that the yellow square popped out because I didn't even think I had any of these in here. I thought I pulled them all out. So there could be a bit of a mystery. We will see. We'll see what that mystery is. Maybe there's someone here that is not represented by those letters, but this reading is for them. So next I have my die here. These are really cute. They're like local. I always talk about them because they're so cute. And the little cup. Ah! All right, let's see what comes up. 53. Wow. I swear I just pulled the same number. Okay, I'm going to pull two. 53 is the first one. 5 and 3. I'm going to give this more of a shuffle, but I don't know. Maybe that's just the number of the day. 53, 35, 3 and 5. 5, I believe, is the number of change. Okay, so I got 5 and 4. It could be that. What's it time for right now? It could be time for a change in your life. And 4 kind of represents stability, where you're heading in your life, like what's important to you. So it could be a change to make you more stable or more like in alignment with something that you want in your life. Or it could be a shakeup to what you consider now to be stable. Not meaning that you'll, be unstable. But it could just be something maybe seems like it's good for you because it sticks around and you have history together. But that is the thing that might need to change. Interestingly, at the bottom of the deck, I just realized we have number 4, freedom, moving on, letting go. Wasn't I just saying that? Something that you might have, participated in for a long time. It was stable, it was consistent, and showed up for you. You showed up for it, but it might just be time to make a change. I did want to mention that I'm pulling initially from the Energy and Spirit Oracle, which is one of my favorite decks of all time. Oh, this one popped up when I was shuffling. So we have 13 Confusion. And then we have Sensitivity and Strength, tapping the forces within. This one I saw a lot when I was shuffling. 16, Achievement, Completion, and Reward. Love that. It makes me feel like maybe you're uncertain to make a change and you don't really know what will come from that change. Maybe other changes that you've made in the past, it seemed like there was a clear path forward, but this one is really like an act of faith and listening to your inner intuition, right? Because we have sensitivity and strength, tapping the forces within. So it makes me think like, yeah, maybe before you've been led by a little bit more of the known path, things that seemed obvious, things that you didn't have to convince anybody of. And this time it's about you listening to you, to that intuition, to that, I don't know exactly why, but something is telling me to blank for the best, for the benefit of you. 16, Achievement, Completion, Reward makes me think that it will work out for you. I also see this red ribbon. I keep hearing about the red ribbon theory, red string, this idea of something being attached to you all along, kind of meant for you, and that you eventually come around to it. Stuff like that usually comes around when you stop doing what you're supposed to be doing all the time and you start listening to your intuition and you start making choices based on your inner truth rather than like the external world and expectations. You start to really line up with what's fated for you. Sometimes I like to really feel the cards in my hands and just feel gratitude for them. It helps to kind of be present with things sometimes, like whatever you're holding in your hand, whatever you're observing with your eyes, to take a moment and just breathe and just be like, I see you, I'm here with you, I acknowledge you. And there's like this sense of love and gratitude that automatically comes up, and you can have all the fortunes in the whole world. And somebody could tell you which way to go. They could say, hey, you go that way. That's where you need to go now. And what really ends up mattering is how you feel. Does that feel like it's right for you? Because maybe you do. Maybe you have people telling you what you're supposed to do. Maybe you have people saying, oh, no, don't worry. Don't listen to that thing inside of you. Don't listen to your intuition. Don't question this. Don't question that. And maybe there's a sense of like, well, they have it spelled out for me. Maybe I should just keep following that. But I would invite you to pause, to connect with your true self. So maybe take some time to go out in nature, take some time to be with yourself, be in a space of gratitude or love, not in a space of I should be grateful for what I have or pressure, but really immersing in gratitude while you're relaxed. So let's just say that you take a walk out in nature and standing by a tree and you're just being in presence with the tree and how beautiful it is or how peaceful it feels. And that's true gratitude in this context is I'm here right now. I'm tapped in right now to this moment and this tree and myself. And so what would you feel in that moment? And it would only be gratitude, right? And that's just peace, it's presence, it's calm. And that's where you want to pull from in your life right now. Is from that space of I'm grateful to be here with myself and with this beautiful thing in front of me right now. So that's kind of connecting to your truth, not other people's truth. So about maybe 2/3 of the deck kind of released from my hand, and we have 1/3 we're working with right here. And from that 1/3, these 3 cards came out very easily. I barely had to do anything. We have the Queen of Cups, we have the Magician, and the Ace of Swords. That is some powerful energy. Wow. Holy moly. So we have the Queen of Cups. It could be that you are dealing with a woman. It could be that you are a woman. It's weird though. I feel like you're dealing with a woman. I feel like there's a woman that's part of this equation in some kind of relevant way. And then I also see the Magician card here. Very, very powerful energy. It makes me think that it's time to make a move. It's time to make a change. And it's almost like it's inevitable. Like even if you don't get on board, you will be compelled to get on board with this change. I would say maybe you've been working this for a while, maybe quietly, maybe just like in your mind, you've been dreaming about something. You've been daydreaming about a different life. That life is coming forward. And did it take you by surprise? I don't know. But that it's coming forward now, this kind of dream that you've had, this desire, this vision. And look at this. You have the Ace of Swords. Wow. Unavoidable. Some kind of unavoidable truth, unavoidable clarity. Whoa. So this really takes away a lot of the confusion from the beginning of the reading. The should I, shouldn't I, what will happen if I do? Should I listen to my intuition or should I not? It's crystal clear. So perhaps this woman, I think this person is playing multiple roles. So this could be more than one representation of a person, depending on who you are, because this is a general reading. This could be a woman that has a very powerful impact on your life in some way or another. This could be advice that you're getting. This could be information that you're receiving potentially right now that's helping you clarify some things for yourself. I just have this lover or hater. Which is it? It's giving me so much energy. Could be because this is going to so many different people. So in some ways, I love this person. I like what she provides for me. I feel like she lends me her ear. I feel like she's loving, she's kind. And then on the same card, I feel like this person might be a little bit duplicitous. So maybe they give seemingly unconditionally and because they really want to. But are they giving because they want to, because they love you, or because they want you to stay, because they don't want you to leave? I'm also feeling this like mother energy where they're giving advice, they're hoping for the best for someone, but they might have a kind of their own vision of how things should be, which doesn't necessarily match what you want. Maybe they've given you advice before, and so they're used to giving you advice. And maybe this is the time where you're like, actually, I think I need to do my own thing. Right? So I'm getting multiple things because there's many of you and you'll relate to this energy in different ways. Either way, this person is giving you clarity, whether you like what they're saying or whether you don't like what they're saying. What's coming forward from interacting with them is clarity. And movement forward on something that's important to you, right? Like we said that at the beginning with the number 4, something that's core to your being, to what you want to be in life and what you want to experience. So I want to see if I can get some other cards on this magician. Let's see if we can get some more information on this. Clarity. Wow, the clarity is going to be the most important thing. It's going to be like, it's just going to come in so surely. Like from a place of, I have no idea, all of a sudden you'll be like, bam. I wish I could show you. This card just landed on my leg so surely. It went plop right on top of my leg. This is the 4 of Cups. We were talking about something you were daydreaming about, something you was private to you. You just had it up here. You didn't really talk about it. Maybe you didn't even admit it to yourself all the time that you wanted something else. Oh, wow. Yes. Okay. You wanted something else, but you weren't going for it. You just dreamed of it. That's the thing about dreams. They do end up coming true if you don't, completely stand in their way. It's time for you to be so real with yourself about what's working, what's not working. Even if you take no action, right? Let's just say that you do nothing except be really real with yourself and say, is this what I want? Is this where I want to be? Is something else calling to me? We have the number 4 again, 4 of Cups. I don't know. There's something coming for you. There's something really good. And it's something that you've dreamed of, something that you've really wanted. And initially, it's like there's going to be some uncertainties, maybe a little bit of fear, hesitation, just because it feels uncertain and it's out of the norm for you. But I would invite you to look at it from a sense of calm and honesty with yourself. Go to a private place that's just for you. Whether it's in the forest, taking a nice walk, anywhere where you feel like safe. Just be with yourself and imagine that you're in kind of like a container and just say, for this time and space, I'm just going to be real with myself and have no fear about what's inside of me and what I really want to say to myself. Yeah, I would say spend time there. Be real with yourself, because what's it time for? It might be time for change. You might be changing up something that has been quite regular for you, but you've been dreaming of something else that really resonates with your path and your truth. This just fell off of the bottom of the deck. We have the Lovers here. This could be, it's easy. I could say it's about love. It's about romance. It's about a relationship. Maybe you're in a relationship and you've been not really feeling it for some time. Maybe you want to make a change. That's just one easy scenario that I could say. But the Lovers is, I feel like, the best card for you in this reading because it's about choice, real choice. So it's about saying, if everything is in front of me, I can make any choice I want. I can choose the same old thing or I can choose something totally different. You want to make a choice from the part of you that you want your life to stem from. So let's just say I'm in the market to buy a chair and there's different parts of me that I could use to make the decision about how I want to buy this chair. I could go to the part of me that is like, I definitely don't want to spend hardly any money on this chair. I don't care what it looks like. I just want it to be easy and I want it to be my life now. And that chair would match that part of me. Or I could say, I want this to be the best chair I've ever had. I want to feel so relaxed in this chair. I want to feel like this chair is a representation of who I am inside. Part of me that loves comfort, part of me that loves to look at beautiful things, and that chair would match that part of me. The lovers to me is what part of you is making the choice? Because that choice will represent the you that you chose from. As we kind of get older, as we mature, it matters more the well from which we're choosing. It matters more why you chose that thing. The truth of who you are wants to come out more and more and more. So every juncture where you're making a choice in your life, you want to ask yourself, from which part of me am I making this choice? Is it from the truth of who I am, who's fearless and excited about life and interested in life? Or is it another part of me that's saying different things? And you can just contemplate that and decide for yourself. But that's kind of, I would say, what this reading is about. Change, what stability means to you, what choices do you want to make moving forward? And I do see a big dream of some kind actually coming forward. And it will become clear to you what that is. So it's very possible it's a relationship. It's possible that it's a change of life in some kind of way. So just like a shift in direction. It could be shift in direction in career, what you're doing in life. Definitely could relate to a relationship, I would say. I would say relationship or like a career that you've been in for a long time. Yeah, but I'm excited for you because this could mark kind of the beginning of a very soul-driven journey for you. And I'm excited to see where that goes. Let me know if this resonates with anybody. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. I'll post another reading and hopefully that one will. And please let me know if any part of the reading inspired you in some way or made you think of this is what I want to change in my life or this is what I've been dreaming would change in my life. But anyway, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.